Yeah, for sure. Everybody, please rise for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States. To the republic which stands one nation under God. All right, first of all, I'm gonna start off the meeting with there's some more misinformation going around the township. Social media is something that people can hide behind, make statements and comments all they want. I'm going to say it again. There is no discussion going on with Westerville about a merger or the annexation. That is over. We are looking into JEDs, we're looking into TIFs, we're looking into all those other possible alternates that you folks said that you wanted us to do. Shake your head all you want. But we are not in discussions with Westerville as far as a merger. We are not in discussion with anybody as far as a merger goes. We are talking to anybody and everybody that we can with the JEDs and the TIFs. Hopefully that puts that to bed. Dave.
Mr. Chairman, at this time, I'd like to make a motion for the appointment for trustee Adam Holliday per resolution 24-0515T001. And this motion was provided and prepared by the Delaware County Prosecutor's Office.
I second the motion. Kendra, roll call vote, please.
Richardson,
Aye.
Jackson.
Aye.
Motion carried.
All right, this time, Adam, if you would please. Raise your right hand and repeat after me, putting your name in, of course, not mine.
Sure.
I
Aye.
do solemnly swear
Adam Holliday, do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and will faithfully discharge the duties of trustee
and will faithfully discharge the duties of
of
trustee
Harlem Township and Delaware County,
of Harlem Township and Delaware County,
State of Ohio, during my continuance in office.
State of Ohio during my continuance in office.
Congratulations, sir.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
Alrighty. We have a zoning application we'll be dealing with at 7:15, the hearing. Before that, though, do we have one to receive?
Yes. Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I would make a motion that we receive application 24-03 from Robert J. and Rhonda J. Piper. It's going to be resolution 24-515T003. Their address is 1764 Green Cook Road, Sunbury, Ohio, seeking to rezone 2.608 gross acres, 2.178 net acre plot from AR1 to FR1, and that address was 1764 Green Cook Road. Parcel ID 316-140-01-020-000. And we would have to have a special meeting because our next June meeting would be over our 30 days. So I'm suggesting in the motion, June 5th, and I guess make that 7 p.m.
June 5th at 7 p.m.
Yes,
All
that is my motion.
right. I'll second the motion. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. You can vote. That one. All righty. 11 more minutes. Resolution 24-0515T-004, approval for contract renewal with Crossroads Community Planning. I suggest that we stay with Holly for another year to continue on with our overlays and to continue moving the overlay process forward, plus working with her and any of the attorneys that she has provided for us for the JEDs and the TIFs.
I
There's been some change in the slight changes in the contract, but nothing major.
I would concur with that because I'd like to see the overlay process done for the rest of the township. And she is a qualified planner and she has staff, as you said, to bring in attorneys, to help with the TIF and the JEDs. That type of thing to assist to get that job done. And for that reason, I do support that. So I would make a motion to approve the renewal for Crosswoods Community Planning. The resolution is 24-0515T004. And this contract would be July 1st, 24 to June 30th, 2025. At a cost of $5,000 a month.
Need to name a signer on behalf of the trustees for the contract, please.
Want me to do it, or you want to do it?
I'll be the signer for it.
That's fine. I have a motion, I have a second.
Second.
Motion is second, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Lisa,
May 2024 financials, April bank reconcile is on the table up there. Appropriation status ledger. And cash summary report year to date was emailed to you guys. Approval of the trustee minutes for April the 17th, regular trustee meeting. April 23rd, reconvene regular trustee meeting. May the 6th, special trustee meeting. May the 8th, reconvene of special trustee meeting.
and there was that one correction.
Huh?
There was one correction, the name or something, right?
Yes, it got
It
corrected.
got corrected, okay.
And
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second it.
All in favor, motion is second, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Approve the warrants and vouchers sitting up there in the according to the payment listing report, starting with warrant 13451 through warrant 13469. Voucher number 65-2024 through voucher 75-2024. Total amount $140,448.61.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. That it?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Nope, okay. Where we at? 7:08, a few more minutes. Just to open up a discussion about potentially getting some additional iPads for the trustees use at a cost of 1,500 each, so just open that up for discussion or whatever you two gentlemen would prefer.
Now, is Adam gonna have the
The
one that has the cemetery on it or not?
Yes.
Okay. We would need two additional.
Yes. Just so we can, the calendar and everything will be able to be updated
Okay.
and that kind of stuff off of them.
Yeah, given that, I guess I would move that we purchase two iPads at the cost of $1,500 each.
Motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion is second, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. All right. Got time still, Dave. Good, if you want to go to the next one.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, we're talking about maybe creating a job position for economic development officer. This motion would approve the job position for that. The resolution is 24-515T007 to create a job position for economic development officer. That was a motion.
Yeah, motion, I'll second that, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. The job description.
Next, we'd have the job description for that office, which would be 24/515/008. And that would describe the job for the Howard Township Economic Development Officer. And this was approved by our attorney, on this, Benjamin.
Oh, okay, Benjamin, actually, he did look it over, so, okay. I have a motion, I have a second. Second, all opposed, or all in favor, aye,
Aye.
all opposed, same sign.
Can I get a copy of that
What's that?
job description?
Yes, yes,
Thank you. That way I know where to put them at.
okay.
As an employee.
Okay. All right,
Fine.
You have 4 minutes.
yeah, we got 4 minutes. We'll do this one, then we'll probably move on.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, we have a motion to lateral move for Jim Steelsmith from contract service to full-time economic development officer at a salary of $42,000 a year. $16,158 per pay, 40-hour week, effective May 20th.
Keep going, Dave.
I'm sorry.
Keep going.
We object.
Resolution is 24-515T009.
I have a motion and a second.
Object.
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Got time for the footer?
Sure.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, we had a situation with a footer, a minimum price that was quoted in 23, the end of 23, to a family. So I'm asking to pass this resolution to accept the old price at $500 minimum. The resolution is 24-515-010 for approval to accept 23 foundation minimum price as quoted to the resident.
Motion, I'll second that. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Sorry. Okay, the refrigerator at the Grange Hall was repaired. I'd like to make a motion that we go ahead and reimburse the HTH. The only thing I would ask is that we make sure going forward that those are supposed to come through the trustees. If you guys remember, or if you were here the last meeting, we had discussed looking at either potentially repairing that one or replacing it if, depending on what the cost was. But since you guys went ahead and had it repaired, we'll go ahead and reimburse that. But like I said, going forward, if we could, please. So I'd make a motion that we approve to pay HTH for the Grange Hall refrigerator repair at a cost of $235.
I'll need the invoice, please.
Yeah, yes.
Second that.
Be able to pay them.
Karen?
I've got it.
Oh, you got it. Okay, thank you. Motions and second, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Mr. Chairman, I will say that Tom called me about that and they were kind of in a rock and a hard place when they were having a dinner. So
Right. Okay.
it was kind of a rush job.
All righty.
Time for the carpet or not?
You want to do the carpet real fast? We can, sure.
Yeah, we have a motion before us for carpet cleaning from B&G Carpet Cleaning. They proposed to clean the township building to estimated cost of $619, not to exceed $650.
Have a motion, have a second. Motion second, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. All right. 7:15, we'll go ahead and go into the hearing. This was brought to us before you, so we've not been voting on this one tonight. All right, Dave.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, this hearing was requested by Rebecca Strom at 5540 Miller Paul Road, Westerville, Ohio. It was a rezone of 2.114 acres out of a 21.1 .539 acres from AR1 to FR1. When they got into the hearing, the part of the discussion was not to be able to have two consecutive flag lots. So the plot was resurveyed and it is now 2.854 acres. And that's what the commission acted on. Regional planning, their comments was the same thing about the flag lots, and also that the existing driveway would be a SharePoint driveway access onto Miller Paul Road. And that's sort of the same reasoning that the commission came up with, the consecutive flag lots to avoid that, and the shared driveway. They would have, they put in their verbiage to 12 months to do the partial split and to ensure protection of the Duncan Run floodplain. So the commission passed it with recommendations to the Harlem Township trustees.
Is there a representative? Has anything? All right, at this time, we'll open the floor to public comment pertaining to this hearing. Is there any public? All right, being none, so all the information was zoning. Jody, anything from you guys? Anything else? All right, I didn't entertain a motion, Dave.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I would make a motion that we approve the rezone of the 2.854 acres from AR1 to FR1 on the property it's owned by Rebecca Strom at 5540 Miller Paul Road, Westerville, Ohio.
I will second that motion. Kendra, could we have a roll call vote, please?
Roll call, Richardson,
Aye.
Jackson.
Aye.
So we did the carpet cleaning where.
Mr. Kendra got some other administrative stuff here.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Sorry, Kendra.
Let me scroll back. The Board of Elections notified our office that there will not be a special election in August. The next election will be the general election on November 5th, that they will be having voting poll stations set up at this location. Next, our township credit card payment system is now live officially today. We can either make payments for like zoning permits, Grange Hall rentals, application fees, whatever little, like the bricks, anything that we have, they can do them online. They can use a credit card in our office, or they can pay by check. And last but not least, I would like to thank the Gross Close family for continuing their support with our cemeteries and placing the veteran flags. They did that last week, so that's all done. And our newsletter will be going out hopefully to the publishers next week, and then it'll get put in the mail and email and however everybody's chosen to receive it.
Anything else, Kendra?
I'm good.
Anything else? Chief.
Thank you. We have a vacancy now that we need to fill. And with summer vacations going on, we need to fill it sooner than later. So from resolution 240515 STO13, I would like your permission to grant me the authority to give a provisional appointment to someone. We'll swear them in at the June meeting, but we're doing interviews next Tuesday. And if they're currently working in the pension system, we won't have to have a pension physical, but if they aren't, we have to give them a pension physical, which we're working on scheduling, but we'd like to try to expedite the process if we could.
I see no problem with that, Chief. Dave.
Mr. Chairman, I would make a resolution 24-0515 T013 to approve the fire department provisional hire of one full-time firefighter.
Motion has a second. Motion is second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Yeah, I met with IAP on Tuesday. we told them what we were looking for in the roof, and we're doing gutters and getting gutters and downspouts as well. Some of them have fallen off, some of them are leaking. They are working on it, and I should have a proposal back first of next week, which I will get to you as soon as possible, so we get that moving.
Is that it, sir? All right, zoning department, Mike.
All right, just quick update. Right now, we're sitting at 20 permits for the year. We got 2 that are in process right now for, one's for a house, one's for a pole barn. We're currently tracking 9 code enforcement violations. 3 are businesses in the residential areas. The other 6 are junk vehicles, trash, or debris. I'm getting some information from Corey about cleaning up a couple of these properties that you guys are gonna have to collectively, probably at the next meeting, make a decision on how you wanna go about cleaning those up, but he's gonna go over the proper procedure for doing that and taking care of that. Make some calls today about, I don't know if you noticed them, that people are starting to tack up signs on our telephone poles, selling stuff. Make calls today, got a few of those, they're gonna come out and take all those down, and I think there's a couple other ones out there that I haven't gotten their phone numbers, but I'll get them within a week and we'll get those calls finished up. We've got potential issues for the BZA that are still going. They're dealing with a expanded home occupation that needs to come in. We still off to the medical. We've got one on Harlem Road that is, they're working with on a rebuild of a house that is going to try to go for a 2-story plan. And then we have a resident still considering coming in for a business at his home that said he's not doing it right now, but he's considering doing it. So I'll get with him on that, and we'll probably get them in the BZA. Our zoning commissions is currently dealing with either through the workshop or I don't think any of them have actually got into the zoning commission yet, but there's 2 poured wall businesses and a dump truck business are all going to make their way in and talk to our zoning commission, because they do have the right to come in and try to get it, even if it does or does not fit into those areas. So that's going to be a decision they make. Just in general, the development department, we're receiving inquiries daily and weekly about properties, and it seems to be concentrated on Fancher Road and Trenton Road and the County Line Road areas. The questions range from how quickly sewer can be available to what the current zoning in those areas are. So we do have a lot of interest going on in our perimeters. And we're also receiving calls from concerned residents on the implications of all the annexations that Sunbury is doing in Trenton Township that's coming close to our border. And I'm sure they're wondering what businesses are going to go in there, which, yeah, we did meet with Sunbury last week and talk a little bit about it. They're experiencing a little bit of the same thing we are. They can't seem to get any of the infrastructure into that industrial area, but I'm sure they'll get it before us. But once we find out more and talk with Sunbury, they seem to be open to letting us know what's going to go in there, so we can possibly maybe collaborate on some ways to keep the annexation from coming down from there. That's promising. That's all I got.
Jim.
Yeah, as Mike said, we're working on sewers and overlays. First item was Mike and I went and met with Tiffany Mag, who is the head of the Delaware County Sewer Department. Expressed our interest in when the sewer on Smothers Road gets finished, how we proceed from there. Showed her the map where we perceive interest, the most activity to be, which would be Fancher Road from Harlem all the way to East County Line Road, that corridor, and then going north, probably along Harlem Road, just south of Gorsuch Road. That area in there from Harlem Road all the way to 605 seems to have a lot of interest for residential. And so those 2 main lines, they're going to draw up a preliminary and give us an idea of the cost and that type of thing. From there, what we have to do is then go to the commissioners or one of their entities and talk about how that will be financed and what we can do on that. We also, as Mike alluded to, met with, City of Sunbury, had a nice, talk with, Dale Hennessy, their, administrator, and their city planner, Lisa Graziano. They, obviously, if everybody doesn't know it, annexed 1,350 acres of Trenton Township, right down to almost our border on Trenton Road. We discussed that with them. They have already started rezoning those areas into industrial. And so we talked to them. They don't know exactly or haven't shared exactly what businesses would go in there. There again, they have to get water and sewer and that type of thing into it. We talked to them about our zoning overlay and one that we would put along Trenton Road to sort of segue with what they're doing. Ours would be a mixed use, light commercial, light, for instance, light offices, light restaurants, backing it up with residential. And the idea being that our mixed use would service what's going on across the street with what they're doing. They thought that was a good idea. And hopefully that will be some kind of deterrent since we're cooperating with them as to how to service that area. The idea is to not get annexed by them because we are servicing what they've got going on. Yesterday, we met with Delco Water. That's been a ongoing problem. Again, we discussed increased demand and what we could do, showed them our mixed use overlay. They said that they're looking for the new tower to be done by mid-2025. That will be 750,000 gallons. The current one is 250. Then they have to fill them with water. So, and then keep them full. They are working on that. They have some strategies that they're trying to do with the other entities around us. And where they're going to tag different water towers. If one starts to go down, maybe they could draw off of that for another one. They're also working with the Delaware County engineers. Have mentioned that they might be able to get a larger line across the Big Walnut Bridge going over Hoover. Originally, they said it was only going to be 8-inch. They're hoping it's going to be a 12-inch. So they are working. All these things take time. They also know that they have to get to the south end of Harlem Township. The line that's going down 605 to Fancher right now is only 6 inches. And it's good enough for residential that's there. Maybe add a little bit of residential, but it's not going to service much more. They do have, which was surprising, they do have a 12-inch line going down Green Cove all the way to Fancher. And so that was surprising, but also that helps with that area where we're close to City of New Orleans. And there again, working with Tiffany, if we can get sewer over there, along with the water that's there. Of course, we need electric, but these are all good indicators going forward. Also, in working with Holly on the overlays and also with Pete Greggs, who is the attorney. He works out of Westerville. Pete also works for the Ohio Township Association. He gives seminars there. He's very, very well versed on township law and the problems that different townships around here, especially in Delaware County and Licking County, are having. So therefore, he's a big asset in being able to lead us through. We're working on JEDs, as I explained the other night on to the zoning commission, that our overlays require that somebody be or the new applicants join our JEDs. So with that in mind, as we get activity, then we will then start the JEDs. With whatever entity, be it Sunbury, which they don't have a lot of income tax. New Albany might be a good answer. They have a higher income tax. But we're looking at those entities and Pete's sort of leading the way on that. Also, going forward on that, the activity around here is picking up greatly. We don't have a lot of shovels in the ground type activity, but behind the scenes activity, we counted now that we're up to about 1,600 acres of ground, mostly southern Harlem Township has been either acquired or for sale for development. And so that's something to keep in mind. Also, we're starting to get activity north of Center Village. And there's activity going on. There's a 90-acre parcel that they've talked to Mike about. There's some other parcels north that I guess because of Sunbury coming down, they're potentially seeing that as an aggressive area to be in. Change is coming. That's inevitable. What we're doing, we're working with the under the guidance of the trustees in the combined efforts of the zoning commission, the BZA, and the zoning and development department, and continue to look for solutions to stave off encroachment, but also to have a meaningful growth in development for the township. One thing I might throw in is I try to keep track of activity in the township. And one thing that was glaring as of last weekend, that in the entire township, all 26 square miles, there's only 6 houses for sale that are not in contract. Comparatively, this time last year, there were 20. So what happens is, it's not that they don't come up for sale, is that they're taken very quickly. That anything is reasonably priced is gone. And that just shows the kind of demand and activity that's out there. Thank you, appreciate it.
Quick question, and just up for my curiosity, a 12-inch line going down Green Cook,
Mhm.
fed from where? Do you have, did
They
they,
just said north. They just said north.
Hmm.
I don't know if it comes, if it's on the 37 line, coming down Route 37.
Wow. that'd be interesting to know because.
Yeah.
All right. Got a couple of resolutions, for zoning commission, approval for Louis Greenwell to be an uncompensated member of the zoning commission. Make a motion to approve, Louis Greenwell. Have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. For the BZA, approval of Chris Peroni to be an uncompensated member of the BZA. So I make a motion to approve Chris to that position. Motion and second, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Maintenance department. You got this, Dave, or?
Well, I just read this on the agenda today. He wants to try to get the gator titled and registered, so I don't know what the process is.
It did not come with the title,
No,
and so we would have to get a hold of the BMV and find out what they would, and I did this with my side by side, and I don't remember the process, but I know I had to go there. They told us what we needed to do,
Okay.
and we just did.
probably have to present the bill of sale,
Yes, I
I
believe
would
so.
say. So,
Their concern is just driving it on the roads between different township properties, and
yeah,
if there was a problem.
I guess it wouldn't hurt anything. So we need to approve a signer for this.
Yes,
Okay,
Make a motion to approve Mr. Jackson as the signer.
thanks. Okay,
Good for the last one.
okay.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed, same sign.
Don't have a choice.
No.
Okay,
Yes, you absolutely don't want it. Okay, Parks, Dave? Yes, there you are. Thought I saw you. I know you've been talking with Jason, you guys, did something get set up as far as getting the mulch and the dirt taken care of, or?
No, we're still working through acquiring materials we need for the new pollinator garden
Mhm.
we envision there at the flagpole.
Okay,
Still working on the design of what it's going to be. Trying to get input from lots of people on setting up appointments and doing that sort of work at this point in time. We want to, we have acquired enough dirt to form the nucleus for where the little plants are gonna go. We want to go broader than that, have a cleared area. We're talking a couple of feet broader here, so that the people have easy access to where there's plantings for taking care of them, but also easy access to get to the flagpole and the sign, this sort of stuff. We're not trying to isolate or provide impediments, this sort of stuff. We want to do that. So talking with people about how we can best design this so that it doesn't do all of those things and still can provide some, you know, a new welcoming for people that are driving by and seeing the park. So we are looking for approval to proceed with purchase of something like $825 of mulch and garden dirt to work around the compost soil that we acquired at no cost.
is there not a surplus of the mulch that was used in the playground? I mean, can we utilize that same mulch? So
It's gone.
oh, it is totally gone. Okay.
Jason is working with, he had talked to Ed Valeska at length the last several days, because there is additional mulching needs, not just this new flower bed at the playground, around the swings and various places that our risk management company or the risk management person from our insurance company pointed out that are safety concerns. So he needs additional mulch besides just this. So he was working on, Jason stopped in the office today and said he was hoping to have the name of who we got the mulch from before. From Otis when he comes back.
That's who you guys got for the playground.
Was
Yeah.
who?
Almondingers.
Almondingers?
Yeah,
Okay,
in Johnstown.
okay. So we, then Jason was gonna reach out to them, get enough to cover that and the additional needs that he had. And as far as the soil goes, then that was not, as far as I know, that wasn't anything they discussed. They were talking about the mulch formation.
So with these supplies, can township credit card be utilized?
Yes, in the past, Jerry Paul's card, I think, was used for Parks Things. We can use, since we just got Adam on board and we don't have all that set up, we could use probably the admin's credit card if you guys wanted. us to do that.
I'd say,
Mendinger, they can bill us.
Or I was just gonna be my next question. Can Almondingers just bill us directly?
That's even better.
So then
Yeah.
we just do it
Yeah,
that
but
way.
the soil, I don't know where I haven't set up an account yet for the soil.
Maybe we could have her set up an account, and once they locate somebody with a good price, and then they could get it through there and they could bill us, and that would even be better.
do we need to approve an up to amount?
So let's do an up to amount, and then that way that we'll have the mulch will be getting ordered and you guys with the soil then.
900 get it or? Yes,
We're looking at Price Farms Organics for the mulch as it did, what they're selling is not so much dominated by processing hardwoods like hickory, oak, maple, these sorts of things. They're factoring in other kinds of trees. And it tends, their mulch tends to have a lower pH rather than a higher pH, which is, well, just amplifying the badness of the clay. Roger can slap me anytime I get off. No. So, but we can use the mulch from almondingers. That's, I'm not ruling it out on that. The dirt again is just because the soil over there tends to be very high in clay and want to create something where the plants have a chance, at least for the first couple of years here.
Can we get the information from where the soil would be coming from? So maybe we can get an account set up with them and
Yes, Price Farm Organic.
I've got it.
you have it?
Yeah.
Okay. But, and then we'll just deal with the almondinger. That would, if we could have all the mulch be the same throughout the park, it's just gonna make things a lot easier.
Playground mulch that we currently have is engineered wood fiber. I think that's what it is. So it's processed in a way that it is, in my terms, softer and less likely to provide splinters that can get into hands or
Right.
knees or arms or whatever when kids fall, this sort of stuff. So the playground mulch, a lot of people advertise it as that because it is designed to work better for kids. Trees don't have so much problem with skinning knees and
Right.
this sort of stuff. We can use lots of different kinds of mulch around those.
I guess our point is if we could just get the bulk mulch and then utilize it throughout the park instead of having different piles of mulch in different places to replenish.
Consistently getting mulch from almondingers periodically often leaves us with mulch that we can use in many different places, many different
Okay.
ways.
Then that'll work.
A big 100 cubic yard load of mulch is really expensive.
Yeah.
So we're trying to stretch those out every few years to get that kind of mulch that we can continue to use in the playground area.
And also I contacted Wild Ones Columbus. Dave said he wanted to get the spring flower sale.
Mhm.
I haven't heard back. So I'm still waiting on, see if I can figure out how to, they can invoice us or may have to use a credit card. I don't know.
Okay.
Still waiting on the answer.
So for that, I think if we just do a not to exceed number, we could make it all happen. I believe, correct?
Okay.
What's your feel good spot on that?
The numbers he's got listed here, it looks like,
You said 825,
yeah, let's just say 9.
9.
Does that include the mulch for Jason and the playground? But you're gonna have to go a little higher than.
Well, I'm saying, yeah, but that's,
Oh, okay.
that would be 900 that we would allot for the parks.
Yeah, well,
And
for
just,
the-
for this,
Okay.
this,
Okay.
yeah,
I'm sorry, yes. Okay, so is that a motion?
sure.
I have a motion, do I have a second? So, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. The America 250 celebration, we need a lot more information. I know that we've been discussing it and talking about it, but we haven't really seen what is expected. What are we talking here?
So I'm a little peon here and catching glimpses of things. And the state of Ohio is developing an administrative structure at a high level that is to coordinate all of this. Delaware County is working on completing all of the requirements to be integrated into this puzzle piece that's starting to fit together all the different counties. That's way above my pay grade. So the idea is that counties are going to be developing programs, projects, events, activities to be carried out during 2026. So that's 18 months away here yet, but that's if you spend 18 months trying to get all this ready. You're gonna be really busy through that 18 months. So we're starting now. They still don't have things set up where we can go and say, we want to do this project, you know. Help us plan it, help us get a budget for it, and then what can you do to help make that budget work? So we're not bearing all of this load. So we're looking to be able to connect with Delaware County is our first objective. And my recommendation is that an initiative is needed from the trustees to reach out, work on that engagement. I think there's several of us here who would like to help be part of that, provide assistance as we can. But it really needs that introduction to move things forward so that we are connected, so that we know what kinds of things we should be working on when and how we can get it done.
Dave? Anything?
Well, I'm not sure. Still in the weeds on this, but do you need like a letter from the township to Delaware, whoever's in charge of the Delaware County portion of this? Is that what you're asking, to get a connection?
I think the first step has to be some sort of face-to-face meeting, trustee to. And I don't know who is heading this up in Delaware County.
We don't either. That's the issue. We're not
Yeah.
finding that.
Yeah, but I can. I don't know that I can get that information, but I think this is something.
I can contact one of the commissioners, ask them
Yeah, maybe we can find out
that way.
Okay, well,
I'll look into it.
we'll keep sticking our nose in there, Dave.
So if we can get information to help. Make sure that you're getting information to guide you where. To connect with Delaware County and with the state of Ohio administration.
Yeah.
I think that would be helpful. And are we? I'm trying not to overstep lines and boundaries here. We pass information on to you is a good idea.
Okay.
There's a couple of projects that under this Delaware umbrella, there's lots of pieces and parts. Delaware County Historical Society, together with Delaware County History Network. All of the townships are engaged through that. And they're looking at doing a number of events, activities, projects, programs that relate to history and the 250. So at this point, these are a lot of things that we already are doing, have done, so that the costs are going to be very low for us on this. One of the projects is identifying Revolutionary War veteran graves here in Delaware County. So in Harlem Township, we have that information. We need to be able to convey that information in ways that will allow people to know that they can go to cemeteries for events during 2026 that are going to highlight the Revolutionary War veterans who served and are buried here in Harlem Township, their lives and the things that they accomplished. We have some incredible stories already written up here in Harlem Township. We need to work on getting some more information as we go. And this is going to require people taking some time, getting out, talking with families, gathering information as we can. There must be, I think, 5 or 6 graves, Revolutionary War graves that we know about, veterans, that we don't have a lot of biographical information on. So we want to get some of that information. And we want to make sure that the trustees are on board with this, because, you know, we want things like our newsletter to convey to people, hey, this is a great idea. If you can help provide some information, if you got, family history stuff that you can share, memory stories, this would all be great. It helps us. So that kind of support from the trustees. We're also looking to provide information, a snapshot on agriculture here in Delaware County in Ohio. Okay, so taking a look at agriculture in Harlem Township, and it's a moving target. Taking a snapshot, one of the ways we can get that is by recording barns. Getting people to take a snapshot of a barn, a picture of a barn from the highway, public property, and noting its location, that the shape, the size, the condition, the barn, the things that you can see and how it relates to its setting. All of these things help us understand agriculture and how it has changed over 250 years here in Harlem Township. You think about this, people 250 years from now are going to look back. I hope we've painted this room since then, but we're going to be hoping that they can look back and say, wow, we started all these other different kinds of agriculture in 250 years. And it builds on a foundation, and that has helped us and understand how agriculture is going to change. And has changed over the 250 years or in the future. So having this information reported, digitized, made available, this starts to get into time and money and having software and integrating with other townships and in Delaware County and state of Ohio. So doing a complete barn survey is going to be a pretty big task. And it's going to need a little more than just, your support in terms of cheering us on. We need that, but we also are going to need some financial backing on that. And then for my thinking, just my thinking personal here, and I'm not trying to push any agenda. I would like something here in Harlem Township that celebrates 250 years of America, the democracy, the freedom that we have here. I'd like to see something that people can use in a sense for the next 250 years to remember how we got to where we are now and what we're going to have, how we can proceed in ways that make it better for future generations. Because I think we can do that. So we're thinking of projects and we're thinking of them. But we know that the price tag is really high level on this. Making that sure. There's other things we can do if we all put our heads together and talk about what can we have in the park. We've got a big old cement plant silo over there. Putting a mural that wraps around it that shows 250 years of changes in a series of motifs could be really cool. Takes a lot of effort to stabilize, make safe, provide so that that silo can be there for a long time. Do we really want that? Maybe we do. Got good arguments, but I think it needs a lot of thought. I like an idea of having something like a gazebo that's designed and has utilities like electricity and such that can serve as a bit of a grandstand for performing music. So that students at high schools can be here in the summer and put on their own kind of concerts and share their music with us. And this has got such potential, and it's something fairly simple. It's still gonna be up there several tens of thousands of dollars. So those are just a scattering of ideas. I could talk for a long time. I won't on that, but the help here comes in helping us bring people together to talk about what kinds of bases do we want.
Well, I think it sounds like we have a lot we need to move forward on, Dave.
Yeah. Got a lot to sort out.
Yeah. All right, anything else, Dave?
The VP alternate thing.
Yeah, what I'm sorry.
Like
Oh,
to-
yeah, go ahead. Oh, yeah. Since Matt was the assistant chair or vice chair, spoken with Adam. Still agree that you want Dave,
I do, I think that's,
do you want to make that motion?
sure. Make a motion that Mr. Jackson named vice chair of Board of Trustees.
I will second that motion. All in favor? Aye.
Thing. I would make a motion, we appoint Adam Holiday as alternate member.
I will second that. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Anything else, Dave?
No, I don't have anything on my list.
Anything else, Adam?
Did we discuss? This one?
No, the Delaware County prosecutor taking action on Hatch Road.
Sorry,
There was something we have.
oh, that's what
Yeah.
Mike alluded
Oh,
to.
that's right. Yes, Mike did. I'm sorry.
What about Adam? Didn't have a credit card.
Yes. Please.
And I sign on your behalf.
I was gonna say, yes, with your signature, it's the way we've done it in the past. Adam's also gonna have the iPad for the cemetery, and he'll also have that other cell phone.
No, sir.
Dave,
Nope.
entertain a motion. No, I'm sorry, Jenny, yes.
Want to remind people that the first, Allen Township Farmers Market will start next Thursday, and be every Thursday from 7 in the park. We have a food truck for every day except the first one.
The first one we do
May
not.
23rd, we do not have a food truck yet.
No,
If you
and
know
we-
somebody who has a food truck and wants to come up on May 23rd, have them come.
a lot of had to come. We also will not have it on July, will not be a farmer's market or.
Entertain a motion.
I would-
What happened to the public session on all of our agendas?
We don't,
40 years.
we were told by the prosecutor's office that we only had to have public sessions, no one hearings. And at this point, we're not having public sessions.
No, that's not right.
Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
This is
Absolutely
acceptable.
This is not right. My husband has something to say. I think that he should be able to say it as a former trustee, Carl.
You're here.
You have shut us down over and over in this township.
Thank you for all coming.
I don't want to be rude, but I know I've been with this 40-year township trustee. He has a right to say what he wants to say tonight.
Name in for the vacant spot.
He was right.
He should have done.
Confirms your intent to continue to operate without transparency and accountability to the residents who elected you. It is unacceptable.
It is, and I think that my husband should be able to say what he has to say. We want your resignation. You want your resignation, Carl. You need to step down. We want
Please, let's
No,
go ahead.
I want,